is good. I know that God is good.
The toughest phone call that I've ever received as a manager was from Pop Woodard. And I was leaving my home, going downtown to meet a good friend of mine for dinner, who's here from Greensboro. And I had this message, and Pop said, "Harry, this is Pop, and it's very, 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 very important that I talk to you." And I pulled over to the side of the road on I-77, not knowing that Valerie had been in the hospital, but believing that Pop was going to share some news with me that I did not want to hear. And I pulled over, and I finally got through after calling about 6 times. He didn't pick up the phone. About 6 times, and finally he picked up, and he told me where he was at Presbyterian Hospital. And I told him I would be on my way. That day, I think, was a dark day for Mecklenburg County because we really lost a warrior. This community lost a person who put, as I've already said, service and her love of mankind over herself. And I would say to you that I know that I am a better person because God put her in my life. And I think that your presence here today is an indication that you believe that you are a better person because God put you in her life, or put her in all of our lives. So Woodard is on the move. And I know that if I live my life properly, that she's in heaven, and hopefully that God will put me in her presence just one more time.
When I received a call from Commissioner Woodard, I think it was when she had first been appointed to the Board of Commissioners, and they were doing some voting, and there were some community issues going on around HIV/AIDS and funding. And there was a call on my machine saying that this is Commissioner Valerie Woodard, and I need to speak with you. It's really important. And I'm like, why would a commissioner be talking to me? What's going on? You know, because I really didn't know, and I was just beginning to do the work. But there was an issue that she had to influence decision-making and votes on. And the thing that I found about her at that particular point is that she wanted to be armed with information when she went into battle.
Weeks after Valerie's passing, I went to Harry Jones and said, I think we need to do something special for Commissioner Woodard. I think we need to find some place, some way to remember her that will be around for a long time. And we started talking about buildings, and there are a lot of county buildings that don't have names. And it's interesting because of what's happened here at the Valerie C. Woodard Center and what continues to happen, of how it does connect with her legacy. That this is a building that was falling apart in an area of town that was falling apart, that has been renovated, that has been rejuvenated, that has been brought back into service in a way that is creating jobs and changing lives.
So to Valerie this morning, and to this august body, and especially to the county commissioners for voting to allow this to happen, I thank you. And to her church members, she would say, girl, I'd come in late, my hat on, and I was sharp at St. Paul, and she loved the church.
As far as Pop, he's always beside me and always with me. And he and I were just speaking here in the last few weeks about what this day means to us. But as I think more and I reflect more, It's really not all about what it means to us. It's about so many people that were back in Earl Village. All those people down on Myra Street. Those people that were with her down on Boundary Street. Those people from Brookhill. It means so much to all those people. Those people that were with her at West Charlotte. Those people that were with her at Second Ward. All of those people that were out campaigning with her. All those people that were in so many organizations with her. It took all of that for this day to be possible. I think of those people also who worked over on Billingsley Road. I mean, who would have thought that the day would come that a DSS building would hold the name of Valerie C. Woodard? And there were so many people that had constantly emailed her and phoned and called and kept her in their prayers. And again, without those things, this couldn't have never happened. This day would never come to fruition. So while it's a great day to us, it certainly is a much more fitting day for others. Phenomenal, tireless, sensitive, vivacious, tenacious, and outstanding. And those are just some of the adjectives that have been mentioned to me here in the last few weeks when speaking about her rather. But there are a few more that come to mind when I stop and think. One of those is understanding. She certainly had a lot of understanding for those that were, I guess, on her side as well as those that weren't. Those that were there for her cause as well as those that sometimes differed. But she certainly had an understanding, and she certainly was caring for all of those. Thankful. It's another adjective that comes to mind. She certainly will be thankful for this day, for so many people coming out. She was always thankful and always happy for anything that was brought upon, anything that was bestowed upon her as a result of her work and of her service. She was always thankful. And she would always tell me that people don't owe you anything. Nobody has to do anything for you. And any time they do something, you're always gracious. You always say thank you. So, again, thank you. And the last one kind of come to mind is smiling. Kind of a funny adjective, but yes, smiling. Because the same smile you would see on TV, the same smile you would see if she's here today, the same smile that lit up so many rooms, it's kind of the smile that I see as I look out and I see today. So it's just, there's so many things. But as I take my seat, I take it in knowing that there'll never be another day that I'll feel the way that I feel today. But on top of that, just to see from now on, so many people will come down Freedom Drive and they'll come down Ashley Road. And just knowing that when they come into this building, they'll actually be coming to the Woodard Center. It's just a feeling that I was looking for adjectives. I was going through the dictionary. I can't find a word to describe it. But it's just such a momentous day. So again, thank you all for coming today.